Hello and welcome to Creating Cards with Alexandra. I am Alexandra, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today we're going to make a card using the Stars at Night stamp set along with the Stars at Night dies. We will be using, this is actually a Stampin' Cut and Embossing folder, and we're just going to be using the embossing folder in this video today. So let's go ahead and get started. So first we're going to start with a smoky slate panel. This is 4 by 5 1/4, and we actually have silver self-adhesive glimmer paper in the online exclusives, but I do not have it. So I wanted this card to have some silver, but I looked in my stash, I did not have any, so I had to make my own silver cardstock. So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to show you all how to do this. So I have my Versamark ink pad, and I'm just going to go around these edges with the ink, and it doesn't have to be nice or pretty. This is just going to make a border for our card, and it's going to be covered up the middle. So we just want a border, and I believe probably about a 1/4 inch border. Okay, so very rough. And then I'm going to bring in my silver embossing powder. Just throw that on there. Being careful not to touch the ends, which I just did. Okay, so that's what we have. Very ugly, but it's okay. Okay, we're going to place that aside because then I want a piece of basic white cardstock. And I will condition this cardstock because this will have our sentiment on it. So we need this nice and crisp. So again, I'll take my Versamark, and I have Celebrating the Magic of the Season. I will ink this up in the Versamark. Stamp that down. Again with the silver embossing powder. See if we got a nice clean, looks good. Okay, so now we will heat emboss these two pieces. All right, so that is what we're left with. And then we have our sentiment. We're just going to put that aside right now. And then I have a piece of Highland Heather. So this is 3 3/4 by 5. And I have my embossing folder. Now we don't carry these domed foam blending tools anymore, but I know a lot of you who do craft probably have these, some type of blending tool. And I took my Highland Heather and I just kind of pounced on this color and then rubbed it on my embossing folder. Now you don't have to do this. In fact, after the video, I will show you the one I did without this. So you'll see the difference. I think if you have a brayer, you could use that as well. Okay. And then I took just a little spritz tool. I gave that just 1, 2 little spritz, 3 little spritzes, very light. Okay. And then we will place this face down, kind of where you want it. You'll see the image on there. Close that up. Bring in your die cutting machine. Go ahead and roll that through. And then the big reveal. This is what we're left with. Isn't that beautiful? I just love the coloring of that. It's so pretty. All right, so we're going to kind of let that dry. So then I have a piece of Night of Navy cardstock. This is 8.5 by 5.5, and I've scored it in the middle. And burnish that. And then I will, let's see, we'll go ahead, I'll let this dry a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and bring out my trimmer here. And we're going to trim this sentiment very, very, very close. Right, so that's what we're left with. I could have probably gotten a little closer on that, but it's okay. And I'm going to cut this sentiment at a few slants on here. So I'm going to cut this celebrating, the magic of the season. Okay, we'll flip those over. And then I have these little, I don't know what these are called. They're for the shaker cards. But they're the little foam strips. If you don't have those, you can just use the mini dimensionals. So I'm just putting those on there to fit these strips. All right, so we have those. I think we pretty much have all of our components together. I'll close this ink pad. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take our Highland Heather panel that we embossed. We're going to add the glue on the back. Glue is more recommended when you have an embossed folder like this. Okay, and we will put this on our panel. Kind of feels good to create your own panel too, this beautiful silver. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Beautiful, right? And then let's see, I had my ribbon here somewhere. Oh, right here it is beside me. So this is the Night of Navy Gold. And I know you're thinking gold and silver. I don't know about that. Well, there is that song at Christmas time, Silver and Gold. And I actually have a ring that is silver and gold. So I am okay mixing silver and gold. And when I added this, it just popped and I just thought it was gorgeous. And we're just going to tie a knot. Okay. All right, and then we got to pop it up. This is a pretty fancy card, so we got to be really fancy with it. Fancy card, fancy accents. All right, and then we'll put it on our card. Nicely squared up, which I'm not good at doing. I swear something looks straight to me. And then after I adhere it, I'm like, oh gosh, no, that's not even close. All right, so here we go. And now the fun part, we're going to stick on all these little sentiments that we cut out. And we're going to be all random about it. Celebrating So how many of you have started your Christmas cards? I have quite a collection going, but I don't think they're really the cards for the year, so I'm going to have to make something special to send out to family and friends. And it's almost November. We're halfway through October already. I mean, how does that happen? Okay, and then celebrating the magic of the season. And then I have our adhesive backed milky dots. I'm going to put a few on here, little tiny ones in the middle of these stars. I mean, could it not be more spectacular? Maybe we'll put one up here too, kind of even it out. What do y'all think? There we go. All right, and then of course we need something on the inside. So I have just a piece of the Highland Heather cardstock. And is that the right size? No. Yes, it is. Put that down at the bottom. I don't know why, but I like to have a little white show. Okay, and then I'm going to get a night of navy and the Merry Christmas sentiment. Go ahead and stamp that. Beautiful. And you know what? I think I want a star in the background. Maybe we'll do that little burst there. Maybe I'll do that in the Highland Heather, stamped off. So we'll stamp that off. And then we'll put that. Oh, yes, that looks beautiful. Okay, we'll adhere this down. And then that's it. Our card will be finished. Merry Christmas. Celebrating the magic of the season. So tell me if you like this card or not in the comments below. So thank you so much for watching me today. I appreciate your support. If you liked any of the items used today, I will go ahead and link them in the description below, and that'll take you straight over to my shopping page. I really do appreciate you watching and also your business. So if you like this video, please consider giving me the thumbs up, comment and subscribe, or even share it with a friend who you think might enjoy this video. That really helps me out in YouTube land, and it's a very simple thing to do. So thank you so much. Have a joyful day. Bye-bye. So I actually failed to show you the one that I told you I would bring in, that I did not put the Highland Heather on the embossing folder. So that's it, just plain, still pretty. But I like this one with the variations in the color. So whichever one you like. Thanks again.